Hey band, welcome to lesson 2 of Rust Belt. You guys caught me playing the chimes here. Man, I love the sound of the chimes. Let's hear that one more time. So cool. You may recognize that particular piece of music. That little melody there has a specific name, and it's called the Westminster Chimes. And the reason it's called Westminster is because the melody originated from a place called Westminster. Here it is. It's all the way over in the United Kingdom, in Britain, and comes from a tower called Big Ben. And now it's ubiquitous, meaning you hear it all over with a bunch of different clocks. In fact, that signals in some places that it's a change of hour, meaning going from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Or 2 to 3, or so on and so forth. I really love that melody. We went from talking about the Rust Belt to now talking about clocks and time. The part of Rust Belt that we're going to be focusing on today is the beginning to measure 5. And this is where we hear the sound of the Westminster Chimes, that melody, which is really cool. There's a few different parts, so I'm going to demonstrate those for you. When we play, you're going to notice that there are accents, okay? And when we play, we want to sound as though we are bells, or chimes, excuse me. And we want that heavy attack and then kind of a diminish. Notice how you hear the strike and then it goes away. Let's listen one more time. Okay. So really watch those accents, and we want it to sound as though we are striking the chimes or a bell. All right, I'll start the demonstration with the trombone part. Oh my gosh. There's the first note of G. Ready? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I played a little bit going into measure 6 just because I really like it. It's fun. So that's the trombone part. Did you hear how I had a sudden attack and then I kind of backed off a little bit? That's what I think will help this piece sound really cool. Next, I'm going to demonstrate the trumpet part, which is just a little different. Okay, here's the beginning. 2, 3, 4. Now in measure 4, you have a divisi part, a divided part. So you can either play the high note or the low. I'll demonstrate it one more time, this time playing the low divisi. 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's a trumpet part. The next part we'll demonstrate here is the clarinet. Clarinet, you have quite a few divisi notes, starting with the 4th note you play. So you can either choose the high or the low. I'll demonstrate both. you have two whole notes tied to each other. So you're going to play that note for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 counts. Okay? Hold it out for all 8. Play the high divisi. Here's the low divisi part. Fun. Sounding just like a clock there. Okay, next up is the flute. Flutes, you start with rests at the beginning. So you got to count, and you got to make sure your entrance is right at the exact place. You're going to count 6 full beats. I count it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then I'll come in. Okay? Again, divisi part, you can play the high or the low. Either one's fine. Ready? 1, 2, here we go. Rest. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Woo! That takes a lot of air. That was the high divisi part. Here's the low divisi part. Here's the beginning coming up. 1, 2, beginning now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Awesome. Next part I'm going to demonstrate is the snare part at the beginning. Just like the flutes, you'll be counting some rests. We come in at a different place than the flutes did, though. You only get 5 beats of rest. So here is the snare part at the beginning. Here's the beginning coming up. 1, 2, beginning right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 4, 1, 2. And that took us to measure 5. The bass drum part is going to sound like this. Here's a beginning coming up. 1, 2, beginning right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Boom, 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 boom. 2, 3. Boom, 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 boom. Rest. Boom, boom. 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. I went a little bit further than 5 just because I like that bass drum part. And finally, here is the tom drums. I'm going to play it on snare because I already moved the tom drums and there's just too much stuff in my way. But listen to it on snare, just know it should sound like the toms. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, beginning right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. Okay, and we have kind of a cool little rhythm in measure 4, rest. If we are looking at or counting it out, that would actually be, that rest would be where we stomp our foot. Da da, bum bum. Okay? That was in measure 4. All right, band. A really cool beginning to this piece. I think it is. Hope you're having fun playing Rust Belt. Make some great sounds. Happy music making. See you later.